Welcome back to Upper Michigan. Today we have a bunch of MCIC hardware to show off right now. Very cool also with the bike gears. But Christian, tell us about all these awards, the individual accomplishments, and over the past 2 years, the 2 state championship trophies.
Absolutely. So in the front row here, we have our individual race trophies from Marquette Senior High School's undefeated season in 2023 with the 2023 state championship trophy. The second row here, we have the individual race trophies for Marquette Senior High School for their undefeated season in 2024, along with the state championship for 2024. In front here, we do want to pay close attention to this one because this one means more to me than just about any of the other ones. This is Negaunee's 5th place finish for Division II in the league this year. A team of just 6 kids finished 5th in the league. That was absolutely incredible. And then we have a first place medal there for an individual race, plus the series overall for Sam Paternoster, our state champion varsity girl.
Where are you going to put all these?
Great question.
It's all extremely impressive, and for your first 2 years of doing this, you know, kind of mind-blowing that you're able to accomplish all of this with this group. What's next? Where do you guys go from here? How do you keep building?
So I'm going to rewind just a bit. We did start with 906 Adventure Team, so we didn't start from scratch 2 years ago. We did split from 906 Adventure Team, and I think that's worth mentioning. The future, we would love to have all of the schools in Marquette County represent, or rather award their athletes, recognize their athletes with varsity letters. Marquette is the only one that does that right now. We have requested Negaunee and Ishpeming because that's where we have riders from right now. Pie in the Sky Dream, have our own league here in the Upper Peninsula, compete against Houghton, Sault Ste. Marie. Instead of having to travel to Wisconsin every weekend in the fall for these races, we would love to host it here in the Upper Peninsula in Marquette County.
What does it take to get there?
That's a great question. It takes a lot of money that we don't have right now, and a lot of resources that we just don't have here locally at this time.
Okay. And what about hosting a race one day? How far away are you from that, and what does it take to get there?
Sure. We're currently trying to find the right venue to host it. There is about 1,000 kids at a race in Wisconsin every weekend, so we're trying to see if we can get that many kids here. What's the right trail to have, right? The right parking. There's a lot of camping that happens. Can this town hold that many people with other events going on, stuff like that? So we're hoping in the next year or two we'll probably have something up here for the part of this, either an exhibition, a half race, something like that, just to get people up in Marquette, because everybody keeps talking about how great it is Marquette, because almost everybody down in Wisconsin comes here to ride bikes.
Yeah. And so that's where the community support, building partnerships, having those sponsors, it's so important that people continue to support and help you with some of these goals.
Correct. Yeah, NTN is a fantastic partner that they'll let us ride ride their trails and get out there. We go to Ramba quite often. Ramba is a fantastic partner. We actually do Iron Ore Heritage Trail on rainy days. We'll go ride that trail. So it's always a good thing that we have the support for the trail systems too. So
yeah, awesome.
Guys, we were pointing out earlier the cars that have snow on them this morning, depending on where they were overnight. But winter's here. What kind of training can these kids get in during the winter? And, you know, how do you stay in shape to, you know, next season, you know, hit the ground running during the winter months?
Absolutely. Bikers are made in the winter. Their conditioning starts in the winter. They can continue doing fat tire bike riding outside in the winter on the groomed trails or indoors on trainers. We do indoor training all winter long.
And what about next year's team? What are you looking at there?
That's a great question too. We would love to defend our back-to-back championships. It's potentially possible. We've run the numbers and we see a path to it, but we don't want to get ahead of ourselves. We don't want to get too far over our handlebars.
Nobody does. Nobody does, especially me. What about you?
Well, no, I don't want to go over the handlebars. That's an easy question.
Yeah, it is. I know. I ask the hard ones, then I throw an easy one in there. All right. Well, thank you so much for everything here this morning. Of course, people can follow along on your journey. Facebook, you have a website. What's the best way?
Facebook, for one. We're working on an Instagram page, apparently. Our website, if you want to sponsor or help support us in any way, mcicraceteam.com.
Awesome. All right, well, we'll put all those links on our website and make it really easy for you guys to keep in touch here. We're not done here yet, though, this morning. I think, are we doing a starting line, or what are we doing next?
We're going to have a 50-yard race.
We're going to have a 50-yard race. That sounds like my kind of length.
On a bike.
A 50 on a bike. On a bike. I'm in for that. Are you going to get on a bike?
I can.
It's
I
time.
can go 50 yards. Hey, high school football playoffs tonight too. So I got to get ready for shooting
have
games
so much
to run
happening.
during punts.
Yeah.
It's that time of year.
It is
I'm not
that
mad
time.
about it.
All right. We're going to take a break and we'll have a little more fun when we come back.